Which country will Vipkid expand to? Let's talk about that amongst other predictions I will make. So 5 predictions at the end. Let's look into that. And I always say we need to be looking into the future on what Vipkid is doing because we are self-employed. I think we would be doing a disservice if we did not do that. We need to be looking around the corner. That's why I share some of these predictions. I don't know. These are, of course, my personal opinion. Always with that, but let's get into 5 predictions, as well as number 1, a teaching tip, number 2, schools, we're getting more information on that, and 3, feedback. So I'm changing it again. I'll share that with you on what I'm doing, and we'll see what works, as well as the 5 predictions at the end for that part there also. Okay, thank you for coming back to the channel. Let's get right into it. Number 1, the tip for teaching today is I really like, especially with new students, writing on the screen before class starts. Of course, you do have to hit start class so that you get the screen coming up there. But before it starts, you just put hello and whatever their name is. I like that even more than in the chat box. I find the chat box is a little more formal. Still good to say something in there, but I really like on the screen. Of course, the student needs to be in class before it starts, but it's a great way with new students to really win them over. You'll get smiles if you do that for a lot of them. They'll wonder what's going on, and it's just a way to win them over before class starts, especially with the new students. It helps bring maybe down their anxiety with the new teacher a little bit also, and that will help with learning. So I really like that for a lot of different reasons there. Okay, number 2, schools. And again, we're getting more information about school openings in the US, which we care about because teachers, of course, the more the teachers are available, therefore the more slots that will be also available, and that will impact our bookings. So I looked at, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, the days just blend together now, but anyways, Trump was out there really promoting for schools to open in the fall, so I think that basically will say, and again, I know that's a moving target a little bit with just things are changing daily, but it looks like teachers are going to be back full-time. So whether that's teaching full-time every day in class with the students or a combination of online as well as in class, one way or the other, any way you slice it, based on what we know today, it looks like teachers will be back full-time based on what I'm seeing. So that will bring down the level of slots, and that will increase bookings for people like me anyways that are teaching at this full-time. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a brick and mortar teacher, so that will bring down the slots and therefore should increase bookings. So that is good news for a lot of reasons, not just for bookings, but also for the kids getting back to a little bit more of a normality, and teachers for that matter. So that was interesting to see there yesterday. Still, I know it is a story that could change day by day, but that's what we know based what I'm seeing right now. Number 3, feedback. So as you know, a few weeks ago, I put the instructions on where to leave feedback for the parents, since it is like a 7-step process. Okay, I've done that for a few weeks. She ain't working, so we're going on to something different. We cannot get stuck in our ways if it's not working. We need to adjust. We need to pivot. So I've changed it. I've really gone back to basically my old feedback requests. We're going to try that. I'll let you know if it does work. I'll show what I'm putting to request feedback, but right now I just changed as of today. We'll see what happens here. I'm on iteration like 12 of my feedback. This is worse than the Apple iPhone here with iterations, the way things are going. But anyways, let's see what happens with that part. I'm just flinging mud at the wall. Something has got to stick. We need to do something. So anyways, that's what we're going to hear next. Okay, on to the predictions, and please do like the video if you do find something useful. I do appreciate that. It helps it get a few more views, as well as if you can bang on that subscribe button. I also appreciate that. Subscribers, you make my day when you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for doing so. Okay, on to the predictions here. Now, I won't even make you wait for the country here. I do have a good one, number 5, so do hang around for that. But let's get right into the country that I think Vipkid will expand to, or have an expansion to that way. So I think they are going to go into I think it's a clear choice. I really think Japan is the clear winner here. And I think that for 3 reasons. I think there's 3 things that I would look into if I were Vipkid. I would look into, are they close to China? So you need, I think, something close to China in proximity. So yes, they are, relatively speaking. They need to have a big population, and Japan, not huge, it's 1/10 of China, so it's 130 million or thereabouts, and of course China's like 1.3 billion or thereabouts also, so it's only 1/10 of it. But they need to look at population, which that's still a large population, as well as affluent. Are they affluent? So they need to be able to afford Vipkid classes. So that's why I wouldn't go to India or places like that, because the income is just not there. A big population, but if you have a big population and you can't afford it, well, that doesn't do any good, because we know that the classes, not everyone can afford it. So I think Japan is the clear winner for those reasons there. I think that's where they will go next. I don't know, and who knows, maybe they don't have any plans for expansion, but that's where I would go if I were them. I think, to me, it's a clear winner. And not only that, let me read you an article. So just a little one phrase of an article. This came out just hot off the presses in May of 2020. And I quote, Japan's Ministry of Education says that English language skills are needed to compete in the modern economy. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, we have a winner, I think. Japan is where I think they will go next. I think Japan's on board. We'll wait and see. It makes sense for a lot of different reasons from what I'm seeing. So that is my prediction on that one. Okay, prediction number 2. I think Vipkid will hit 1 million students next year. That's what I think. They're going to hit that next year. That could line up with expansion as well. Japan, we'll wait and see. Okay, the next one. Number 3, I think the TEFL is going to be a requirement. Or is it TEFL? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going with the long E, with the TEFL. So I think that's going to be required this year by the Ministry of Education in China. So if you haven't got it yet, just go out and get it, buy it, just be over and done with it, because I think it's going to be a requirement this year. That's my guess. Number 4, I think that we will be able to charge our own price in the next couple of years. So that's a radical change, but I think we're going to be able to command our own price in the next couple of years. So of course the incentives will still be there, but we will be able to put in our own base rate price. I think in the next couple of years. We'll wait and see, but I think that's coming at some point. It may be a little while down the road, but I think that's coming. And the last prediction here is, and I think Vipkid will abolish the 5-apple rating and come out with something different. Anyways, I think that's going to happen. That'll be a big change. I think they'll replace it with something, but I don't know what. I'm not smart enough to figure that one out. But I think they're going to replace it with something. Let me know what you think. Are they going to replace that? What do you think of the predictions there? Do you have any predictions? Again, I don't know. I don't have any. I'm not privy to any insider information. This is just what I'm seeing. We'll wait and see what happens. Thank you for coming to the video. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll do a video in the next few days. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.